It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for Jackson, and they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going for Hurd on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Switch, lady.
Darnold now to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Avery Williamson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man complete. And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they would.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Back to throw, Darnold. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Owasor drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
No. Watch the safety creep. Hold on. Check motion.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the pass brought in by Roberts. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson throwing after the interception. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, 83 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run with Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Smith. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check.
Again, it's Smith. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Undercrush, undercrush, under.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Ingram again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, I got it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Ingram. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But
and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown of the night as his guys have now moved out in front. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check three. Switch. Wide. Get spot.
Darnold from the gun, eluding the pressure right, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
it always is punch counted.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. And he's got Snead. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll run it again with Smith. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
First down, New York.
Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Now it's Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram with 8 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Keep playing hard.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.